Greetings from Podcastville. The Church of What's Happened Now is brought to you by ForHims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skin care, and sexual wellness. Listen, with age comes wisdom, but getting older can also be a downer in one specific area, if you know what I'm talking about. 40% of men by the age of 40 struggle from not being able to get and maintain an erection. Why do guys turn to weird solutions, or they don't do nothing at all, instead of going to doctors and getting medicine and relating to science? Expensive pills and injections, nobody wants an injection. But I'll tell you what, well-known generic equivalents to name brand prescriptions to help you combat ED. That's what ForHims.com does. Answer a few questions about your medical history, chat with a doctor for a confidential review. If you're approved by the doctor, products are shipped directly to your door. Nobody knows nothing. And if you're under 40 and you want to go out to a party, you want to bring some extra ammunition, ForHims is there for you also. So do me a favor, the church family, right now this month, I'm going to give you a month for ForHims for $5. You heard it right, $5. We'll get you started with just $5 while supplies last. Prescription products are subject to doctor approval and require an online consultation with a physician who will determine its prescription is appropriate. See the website for full details and safety information. But for right now, go to forhims.com/church. That's forhims.com/church. Listen, the summer's here. Wiping your butt with dry toilet paper does ugats, nothing. It does not remove all the shit. If you got shit on any other part of your body, would you just wipe it off with dry paper? Fuck no. Water cleans, cocksucker, better than dry paper. So, thank God for Tushy. Tushy is a portable bidet that clips right on to your toilet bowl. No plumber, no nothing. It clips to your existing toilet and sprays your butt completely fucking clean with fresh water, not toilet water that's been reused and somebody else washed their ass with it. No, fresh fucking water. It's called Tushy, and it's the best thing you could do for your little stinky fucking muffler, all right? Tushy sprays directly into your ass and removes the shit so you aren't sitting on bacteria that leads to nasty things like hemorrhoids, yeast infections, UTI, itchy assholes, skid marks, and God knows what the fuck else. You understand me? What do you think? When a chick sucks your pipe, she doesn't smell that fucking Newark you have for an asshole? You gotta wash that ass. It's the summertime, and you're living in humidity. Uncle Joey's here to help you. Go to hellotushy.com/church. Listen to me. hellotushy.com/church. It's that easy. Get 10% off your order, all right? Go to hellotushy.com/church. Lee Syatt, kick this motherfucking mule. Andrew, what's the story, brother?
I love that.
That's the jam of the fucking decade.
I love how we kick in with that. It really is.
That's the jam of the decade. Years ago, when you asked me, I
jam of the century.
You go, what do I got to come out with? I said, and it was like instant. I didn't have to. There was no thought.
Yeah, I've done a lot of shows with
when the levee fucking breaks. That's it.
Yeah, I do love it. I do love it.
Great to have you on the show. You look fucking beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations on A Star Is Born. Now, here's the fucking crazy thing. A lot of people don't know. I know this because we had Nick Valanga sitting there.
Oh, okay.
You were also going to do the guest book. So anyway,
the Green Book.
The Green Book.
Yeah.
Guest book, the Green Book. Any way you call it, you were going to either be in one Academy Award nominated film or fucking two of them.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I was really happy for Nick because, just like us, the guy struggled and struggled. And I knew all about the movie and what the movie was about his dad. And, he couldn't even believe, when it was going to get made. You know what I mean? Like, when there was a deal falling into place. And then all of a sudden, Spielberg signed on. At the, what's it called? Amblin? His company,
yeah.
And Nick's coming to me going, Spielberg's now producing this. I was just thrilled for him. Because this is a guy just like us, did whatever he had to do to pay his rent, and, now he's the winner, not just the best picture, the best screenplay, and he's just cooking now. As a matter of fact, he was talking about you because you both did the Sopranos prequel.
Yes.
How was that?
great. He was great.
He's like the greatest guy, right?
He's a sweetheart of a man.
You know.
Just a sweetheart. I remember I shot a film with him in 2012.
Oh, okay. So you know him
And
for a
that's
while.
how we met, and he was explaining the story to me about his father, blah, blah, blah. Until this day, I've always said it, any mob movie I've ever seen, his father's got the best line in any movie. Opening of the Pope of Greenwich Village. Mickey Rourke walks into the restaurant, and the maitre d' says to him, or the waiter goes, the guy wants to talk to you in the back. That's how the movie opens. Credits are still rolling. He goes into the bathroom, and there's a guy shaking his dick, rips a paper off the thing. And he goes, oh, how come nobody keeps me waiting when they're looking to borrow? It fucking just threw me off.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's
that's
true.
like our movie.
Yeah,
you know?
when somebody wants to borrow money, they're there 10 minutes before. Like,
No,
meet
but
me-
the Pope is like a Bible to us. You know what I mean?
Bible.
You know, it's
Like,
just
first
one
time
of
I
those
saw it, I
films.
lost my fucking mind. But it's now talking to you about the
Do
film.
me a favor. Don't cook. Mickey's first line.
Do me a favor, don't cook.
Charlie, I'm coming, Charlie.
When he says to him, after they cut his thumb off, and he's in the room with the punching bag.
Oh, wait a minute. And I haven't done this in a long time. And he's all stoned out from taking all the pills because Mickey's going, how many of those? I don't know. I took them all. I don't fucking know. And then he's like hitting there's a heavy bag. And Mickey's telling him how his girlfriend dumped him, you know. And Eric Roberts' character is like, what's his name again in the movie?
Eric Roberts.
Charlie and Paulie. He's Paulie. There you go. Sometimes you gotta smack them, you know? You gotta say, you put your coat on and you don't say goodnight to nobody. And that's just to humble them a little. You know, and then he passes out from the thumb, you know.
And I mean, you don't smack him to knock him out. You just, what does he say?
No, he goes, sometimes you gotta smack them. No, you smack him and say, it's not about knocking them out.
You
It's
put
just,
your clothes
you gotta
on, you put your
smack
jacket
them.
on, and you don't say good night to
Yeah,
nobody.
you put your coat on and you don't say good night to nobody. And that's just to humble them a little. It's
You don't
just the
hit 'em like
greatest.
you don't hit him like you're in the old country, but you give him a little whack. He says something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't have the exact script
No.
in front of me. I'm sorry. I haven't thought of it. You know.
35 years ago that movie came out.
Wow.
So nobody's got the right script in front of them.
Yeah.
35 fucking years ago.
You've shown me the clip of that, and it seems pretty close.
I have been waiting for the sequel to that.
There's,
Like, for
there's no
years.
sequel.
They had it, and it's so funny because the guy that was like a PA on that movie was the producer on Spider-Man 2.
What, you know,
And I went up to him and shook his hand. He's like, how did you even see that?
did you know who the original cast was supposed to be for Pope?
No.
It was supposed to be Pacino and James Caan. That's who was going to do that movie.
And what happened?
They fell out, and Mickey and Eric Roberts did it. And that's the only way I could ever see that movie now. Like, even when I think of how great Pacino and James Caan, I'm sure they would have done it. But you just see the scene. Like, we're doing the scenes from the movie.
There's so many great lines in that movie when they're at the fucking horse stable and they're milking the whole, whatever the fuck they're doing, the foot. And he goes, it's like your mother's mozzarella, not for nothing. But I went to your mother's store last week. Oh, piece of tough mozzarella.
Yeah.
And the guy gets
And
insulted.
he gets nuts.
The Cacuzos have never made a bad
'cause-
piece of mozzarella.
Yeah, because that's real Italian, not for nothing, but your mother's mozzarellas are kind of tough.
It was kind of tough.
I used to do all that on stage,
Oh, my
all the
God.
impressions.
He cut his thumb off with a knife. Frankie Vincent.
Jesus.
I love Frank. I got to work with Frank Vincent. I got to
Frank
work
Vincent
with
in
Mickey.
1984. You sit there and you go, what the fuck happened all these years? That was a good fucking year for movies.
No, but Frank did a ton of movies. Frank was amazing.
Amazing.
You know, he was supposed to be. Scorsese was looking at him for when they were doing The Raging Bull, okay, and so they were looking at a film like a B movie with Frank Vincent, and in the background was Pesci, you know, like doing something on stage because him and Frank were partners, like a comedy team, and Scorsese was like, "Who's that guy?" And they both obviously wound up in the movie, but it made Pesci's career. Because he wasn't even being thought of at the time, from what I know, from the stories I've been told. So they both wound up becoming these big-time actors.
He put him in everything, Frankie Vincent, except I think Mean Streets.
Yeah.
Is Frankie Vincent?
No. This is all post Mean Streets. Right. You know, this was once it became like Raging Bull time.
Now,
or was it Goodfellas? Whichever one came first.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull came first.
80,
okay.
81, 80.
Okay, and then Goodfellas.
And then he was like a restaurant waiter or something. Joe Pesci, manager of the restaurant. And him and Frankie was the drummer.
Yeah.
Frankie Vincent was a drummer or something, and they were like in some...
We had like a little drum battle.
Yeah, you crack a joke, and I hit the cymbal.
Yeah.
Boom, psh,
well, they were a team.
They were a team. Yeah, that's what I had heard.
But we did this movie that never came out, me and Frank Vincent. We did it in Ixtapa, Mexico. It was called The Good Life. It was this crazy thing that we went through in Mexico for like 2 months. But there was a set of drums, so we were going back and forth. He was a good drummer. He was like a real jazz drummer. You know, great guy. Just a great guy. Like, he's the way you would have wanted him to be when you meet him. You know, he didn't play the, when I'm not on screen, I'm this quiet asshole, like some of these actors are. You know, he had the personality. Pesci, the greatest. You know, all these guys.
Now, when I first met you, you were just getting off the set of a movie with Stallone and his brother.
That's the movie, The Good Life.
And you were playing golf or something like that. But
yeah.
You tortured
the movie never came out.
You tortured the brother to no end.
Because he wasn't being a team player.
Who'd you torture? Frank.
If I get into that story, we will not get to talk about anything else. And I love, Frank.
Give me one torture chamber you put the Frank.
Okay.
Frank, my world, Frank hated rap music.
Okay, no, but Frank happens to be like a great, great singer. Like, he's got that Sinatra style of singing. Like, he can do that with the big band. Okay. But I didn't know too much of it back then, all right? So anyway, Frank would go off and piss all over Harry Connick, who was the biggest at the time with the big band stuff, okay? And so me and Frank would argue over this, and I'm saying how great Connick is, and Frank would piss all over it, and... One day in the makeup trailer, this actor, Peter Dobson, was also doing the movie with us, so I loved entertaining Dobson by fighting with Frank all day and night, And the reason the fighting would happen would be because he wasn't being a team player with us. Like, Frank would be like, do you understand? This movie's my fucking shot, and I'm the lead in this movie. And then he'd leave my room, and I'd look at Peter Dobson and go, I'm going to turn this movie into a fucking Jerry Lewis movie. and the movie was supposed to be, follow the kind of movie this was supposed to be. Goodfellas on a golf course.
Okay.
Okay? It's a very tough movie. And I'm behind Frank doing an impersonation of him smoking. He doesn't even see me doing this shit. I'm mocking him on screen because of the way he treated us. Okay, so now he's with the Connick bullshit. So one day I come into makeup. And it's 110 degrees in Ixtapa, Mexico. You ever been to Ixtapa?
No.
Nobody has. You understand? There's nothing there. I didn't eat food for 5 weeks. Everybody was winding up in the fucking hospital. Don Barris broke his ankle in a hole in the floor or something. So every day I would eat at 5 o'clock. I would have pasta and garlic bread and Coke with purified ice, and I wouldn't eat till the next day at the same time. That's all I would eat because everybody was falling at the waist and going to the hospital. But it was a beautiful island in Mexico. Okay. So I come into to makeup, and Frank's there, and he's blasting that it's distorted his cassette tape, okay, of his music. That's how loud he was playing it. And I don't say a fucking word. Because, when I have a thing about me, and I really made it like a big thing when I did Entourage about nobody fucks with Dice. Dice does the fucking. In the long run, for always and forever, Dice does the fucking. That's just the way it is. I don't care if it's an executive, a showrunner, or an actor. Whoever wants to fuck with me learns that in the end, I will do the fucking. That's it. It's how I've lived my life. So I'm letting the music just blast. And Peter's there, and he's not saying nothing, and I'm doing my hair and makeup. And so now when I'm done with the makeup, Frank's still sitting there, and Peter's still sitting there. And as I'm passing the distorted cassette player, I lower the volume, okay? And I go, you know something, Frank? I'm going to say it, and I'll say it in front of this whole trailer full of people. You do sing better than Harry Connick Jr. I go, the difference is Harry Connick Jr. sings the songs people want to hear. And that's why he did 9 nights at Madison Square Garden. And I cranked the music and walked in. Fuck you, he's trying to yell at me. And I just walked the fuck out. It's like, come on. But Frank really does, in all honesty. He's like an unbelievable crooner. All kidding aside, with a 16-piece orchestra, this guy swings like Sinatra, And I even have him on like all my playlists, like how you make playlists on your iPod, all that. And I would call this fucking moron. And I'd go, once we became friends again, it only took like 3 years after the movie. And I go, Frank, why are you not in Las Vegas with the orchestra just swinging 5 nights a week? Well, Dice, if you got me an agent, why the fuck do I need to get you an agent? I go, you're a Stallone. You're Sly's brother. He can't get you a personal appearance agent? You're one of the best. I go, and I love like Michael Bublé. I love all these guys. But he sings better. Frank is better. He's just a better singer. You either feel something when you perform or you don't. And he's one of those guys when he gets on stage, he just feels it. And then he'll pick up the acoustic guitar. Go, no, not the acoustic. Who gives a fuck about you with an acoustic guitar? Swing, motherfucker. Just fucking swing. He's amazing. He really is amazing.
He put an album out maybe 12 years ago. I used to work at this gym, and they threw the cassette out, the fucking DVD out. And whenever he walked in the gym, they put rap music on.
Yeah, no, he's actually music. A great guy. He reads like a book a day, like, but, and then, that movie never came out. There was a lot of problems. And Dennis Hopper was in the movie. Sly was in the movie. He did a cameo, and, it just became a mess. And, I had like nothing. No, what happened, I get a call this is a long time ago, so I guess it's like 30 years ago. So I get a call. I'm sitting at the pool with my, wife at the time. I got to whisper this. And so now I get a call like from Sly's attorney that there's a problem and there might be a big lawsuit with the movie. So I'm trying to tell the attorney like, well, if there's a problem, call me, whatever. Like I'm blowing it off because, there was like a little indiscretion with me and like one of the producers, like a little on-set affair. It was an accident, and so I couldn't be sitting on the phone next to the woman I love going, I can't talk about it now because, there was a, thing with the producer there, but if you need me, I'm with you, It's crazy what would go on. I'm no fucking good. I just can't help myself. I love chicks.
What are you going to do?
But the marriage didn't work out.
I don't believe on cheating on your wife, but if you bump into a blowjob, be it. Sometimes you're walking down the street.
I don't look at it like cheating. There's a flying blowjob. I never look at it like cheating.
A little bird that just comes down and sucks your dick and flies away.
No, but how does this sound, Joey? It's not cheating if you're in another state and your wife can't get there in time. You know, like I've called different wives and girlfriends and go, listen, I will wait till midnight to blow my cork, but you got to be there and be ready to catch it, you know, or else I got no choice. You leave me no choice, you know. I'm nice like that. I don't want to cheat on them. You know what I mean? They do it to themselves, you know. How are you going to get from across the country? I got a load that's boiling in my balls. You know what I mean? I got a complete face full of paste for you. You know what I mean? So where are you? Where are you with your cock holder, you know, and your mouth? Where the fuck are you when I need you? You know what I mean? You know, because I'm a guy, I really do enjoy sex. You know, it's the reason I date. You know, I don't mind blowing my own load, but you know, I'd rather have somebody there.
Yeah.
That if I'm bored with myself, all right, come over here. Don't be shy. You know what I mean? Move the pillows out from between us. I do hate sharing a bedroom with a girl.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And trust me, I'm not doing any like stage material here. I'm not showcasing for whoever's listening. This is just who I am. But like. You know, like, let's say you have an argument, like, with your chick, okay? What do? You turn your back to her, right? Always, you know, like that's going to stop, you know, all of a sudden she opens up the laptop with the glow like a UFO just landed in the fucking bedroom. So you're not going to be able to sleep. But if you have your own bedroom, and not everybody could afford it, you know, but if you have enough bedrooms, it's like, have your own fucking bedroom. So when you do have an argument, you just go over there, you know, instead of being in the same room and hearing the heavy breathing. Are you really going to be like, walk out of the room? Just walk out of the room. I don't care where you sleep. You know what I mean? So It's very hard to share a bedroom. You know, that's what I believe in. I don't even know why we're talking about this stuff.
Who gives a fuck?
Because I was no fucking good. You know, I tell my sons all the time, I go, you know, I'm a smoker, you know, which I quit now. You know, I'm a gambler. You know, I cheat on all my girls. You know, because they just don't allow you to bang other chicks without any repercussion. You know, I just never understood that. That, you know, the whole Mormon thing always threw me off. Going, so why could some jerk off guy living in fucking Utah be able to fuck 10 chicks and pick this one for tonight or this and that, you know, and I'm the nicest guy in the world and I get one. And then all of a sudden, you know, because I'm not the guy that bangs them that time of the month. I could live without it that time of the month. But give me like a little room.
Right.
You know, let me go have a few laughs. I didn't create this cycle that you go through. And now today, you know how they all want you to really understand who the fuck cares what you go through? I'm not a girl. I'm never going to understand this shit. Just tell me when I could hop the fuck back on. That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
You know, like, if I start dating a girl, I'll, like, ask her, like, I know when that kind of time of the month, like, do you really get, like, in a bad mood, like 1 to 10? Like, you know, like, give me the answers to the test that I need to know if I can make this a serious relationship. You know, like between 1 and 10, how bad is it? Do you go 7 days? Is it a 3-day, like, quickie? You know, because I'm not waiting 7 fucking days and watching you angry for 7 days. There's no way I'm living with you if that's the fucking thing. You know, just live on your own and come see me when you're available to do whatever I need done.
Are you done with marriage now? Are you writing it off? I mean,
you should never say done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking for it because, you know, I would like to now, you know, it's like 2 years since me and my ex broke up. So it's time, like, you know, I like having somebody, but number one, she's got to be hot as balls. You know what I mean? That's, you know, I'm not going to settle for anything less. You know, I mean, why go with something that looks like fucking livestock? You know what I mean? I'm in fucking show business. I'm Dice. So, you know, I want to be picky about who the next one is. But marriage, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I would marry like maybe, I don't know, like a like something different. Like somebody, number one, wealthier than me. You know what I mean?
How about like a 22-year-old Chinese chick?
It's not even about the age. Just have a lot more money than me. Like if I met like an armless billionaire, beautiful. There's something I haven't been with. You know what I mean? Like she won't have to turn her car like with her teeth. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? To make the illegal U-turns. That would be different. But
it'd be nice.
You know, if I met like all the girls I've ever married, you know, and there've been a ton of them, and engagements and all kinds of shit. And but I would actually, I got a thing, like I actually need to really be crazy about the girl I marry because, you know, like when you meet these women that are looking for a guy like with a lot of money and they spend their life like looking, you know, to collect diamonds and cars and money. It's like you're wasting your time on earth being with somebody you're not even really into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Were most of the women from L.A. or was it
It's women from anywhere. Like, you know, a lot of mothers do teach their girl, oh, it's just as easy to marry rich as it is. How about marrying just what you love? You know what I mean? Because any girl I ever married, I was in love with. That's it. Till I hated them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, till it fell apart. You know, because as Joey even knows, my relationships have been, like I was with my son's mom for 16 years. That's a long run.
Yeah.
You know, even my last relationship was 9 years. That's a long run. You know, so, yeah, I never went, you know, with a girl for her money. You know, like, yeah, when I came out here, I was dating Sandy Shaw for a little while. Mitzi was like, oh, you'll marry my daughter. I was 21 fucking years old, you know. And, you know, forget about Jewish girls, you know.
Yeah.
Because my first girl was a Jewish girl, and she just wrecked it for all the other Jewish girls. Just awful to be with. We'd get in an argument. If I would look at a girl in another car, okay, I had a 69 Le Mans, and we're driving down Kings Highway in Brooklyn, she'd open the door to throw herself out of the fucking car and move it. Go, I'd have to grill. What the fuck is... This was not a one-time event. Okay, this went on at least once a week where she's throwing herself out of the car, a moving car. And so one night I asked her to marry me, you know, because I wanted to guarantee getting blown. It was New Year's Eve, right? And so she goes, let's go tell my parents, whatever. So I go, it's 2 a.m. We don't have to, you know, let's do this instead, you know, because now you're going to be married. And no, let's go. So we go wake the parents up. And we're sitting there. And I actually sort of did this in my first special, Dice Man Cometh, right? Where this girl calls me. She goes, what's he ever going to be? He's like a nothing. That's how this girl would act. Because her father, I don't want to name names or anything, but her father at that time was a top NBA ref in the country. And back then, referees were as famous as the players, you know. And I don't even follow sports, but he was like, if you heard his name, it was like, fuck, you know. You know, and the guy made like $50,000 a year and, you know, all the perks, whatever. So we wake the parents, we're going to get married. And she starts in with me. It's 3 a.m. about the ring. Now I'm working in a clothing store. I'm bringing home like $200 a week. And I'm, you know, I wasn't thinking this far. I wanted the blowjob, you know what I mean? I'm not thinking about spending $30,000 on a ring, you know. And she goes, what do you mean you're not going to get me? I go, I can't afford an expensive ring right now. And she starts a fight in front of her parents. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm an explosive personality. So I'm just like, fuck you. Fuck her. I'm yelling at the parents. I go, you keep this no good fucking bitch. I'm out of this relationship. And I go to leave the apartment, which had a bunch of steps leading to the front door, that she's now wrapped her arms around my neck and letting the feet drag on the steps. And I'm screaming at her father, get this fucking animal off of me before she gets fucking hurt. And the father's fucking pulling her off of me, you know. And I'm like,
this is 3 a.m?
This is 3 in the fucking morning. Happy New Year, Andrew. Happy fucking New Year, you know. And, you know, so after I went with that girl, I swore off like Jewish girls. And on my way to L.A., first it was San Diego, where my sister lives, and that's where I met Sandy, who was, you know, she was a great chick. you know, and I guess she liked my attitude because, you know, I knew I was in comedy for 6 months. I don't know about spots. I was headlining Pips after my audition on a Wednesday night. I was headlining Friday, Saturday, you know, because I had an act where I turned from Jerry Lewis into John Travolta from Grease, so it would just kill. So when I come into the Comedy Store, because my sister goes, oh, there's a Comedy Store in La Jolla, you know. And I go, yeah, but the one in L.A.'s where she goes, no, I think they're connected, like, you know. So I go over there and remember John the bartender?
Yes.
Okay. So it's daytime. So I come over to this guy and I go, yeah, I'd like to, where do I sign up? I want to go on tonight. You know, I just came from Tahoe and Vegas. You know, I was performing there. You know, it was a Sandy Hackett thing. And, you know, I made it like it was a gig, but it was just a showcase. And he goes, oh, you can't just sign up. You know, you gotta talk to the manager. And I go, well, where is he? He goes, no, it's a she. She's in her office. Knock on the door. You know, be nice with her. You know. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, like I'm not even thinking Mitzi comedy stuff. You know, it means nothing to me. You know, so it's Sandy, and yeah, can I help you? I go, yeah. Where do I sign up for tonight? You know. She goes, what do you mean? Where do you sign up? You know, it doesn't work like that. I go, honey, you know, I just did Vegas. I just did Tahoe. You know, I want to go on. Like, what do I got to do? And she liked me immediately, you know, because like might as well have been from another planet because I was from Brooklyn. And I never left Brooklyn until I came out here. And she goes, well, why don't you come back tonight about 9 o'clock and I'll get you on. And I went on and dazzled her. And next thing you know, we're in her, she had this great Riviera, and next thing you know, we're walking the beach and, you know, where they keep the condos, and, you know, and then I come to L.A. and I showcased for Mitzi. I did 28 minutes, which the MC, you know Rob Aguayo? Do you remember him?
No.
He was an MC back then. But I don't know who's the boss, who's the owner. I just went on and I did my whole act. I give a fuck with the 3 minutes. And this guy starts screaming at me as I'm leaving the stage. And I go, are you the owner? And he goes, no, but I'll make sure you know. I go, get out of my way. You know, unless the owner tells him. I go, I didn't come 3,000 miles to do 3 minutes, okay? So move out of my way. I'm warning you. You know, and then I'm in the bathroom, like putting all my Jerry Lewis stuff back in the bag. And there's a guy next to me. This is my first experience here. And, how you doing? You know, in the regular bathroom, in the original room. I go, yeah, good, you know. Oh, you know, me and you, we sort of wear our hair the same way, you know, because I had a lot more hair back then. I go, yeah, you know, great. You know, can I help you with something? Because I don't do that, you know. You know, he was like coming on to me. And who was it fucking with me? Gary Shandling. That's how I met Gary Shandling. And he started laughing. Yeah, I'm Gary. Yeah, okay, goodbye. You know, and then the next day, I get a call. I was staying with my friend in Alhambra, where I just banged this other chick on the couch that he set up for me through his wife. And I get a call. You got to come to the Comedy Store and sign papers. You're a paid regular. You know, and I didn't even know what that all meant. It was Mitchell Walters that kept calling my father in Brooklyn. He saw me at Pips in Brooklyn. He was one of Mitzi's main guys. You know Mitchell.
Yes.
So when he saw the act I was doing, he kept calling my father at his office going, you don't understand. I have prepped Mitzi. Your son needs to come out here. And that's the reason I even came to L.A. was because of Mitchell, you know. And, you know, because he did a whole number. But he kept calling my father till I finally said, you know what? Let me go out for 2 weeks. And I didn't go back to Brooklyn for 9 months, you know, for the first visit. You know, because Mitzi was like, you can't go back there. You know, you're a star.
What year was this?
It was 79. February 79 is when I came out here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I started September 13th, 78 at Pips in Brooklyn. So, like, you know, half a year later, I'm in L.A., so I don't know if there's a comedy boom starting to happen. I just figured, I'll go to L.A. and just become like one of the biggest stars in the world. What do I give a shit? I have no academic skills, so this is what I am. It's just, I just project myself to the shit.
So from 79 to 87, what was going on?
I did the Travolta act till I did the Don Kirshner rock concert, which I did the Jerry Lewis, the Travolta, and I ended with Stallone. It was amazing how we got away with using all that music, just not paying a nickel for, the Rocky theme and Grease and all the music I used. Because the producer was Tom Lynch, who was 23 years old, and I go, don't we have to pay, to use it? He goes, just don't worry, just do your act. And he wound up producing my first special, Dice Man Cometh. And, because I took off in, it was September 13th. Okay, exactly 10 years later, February 13th, 88, is when I aired on the Rodney special on a Saturday. And Monday, I was the biggest comic in the world. That was
What came first, the Rodney special or the Dice Man?
No, Rodney special. I never even really needed my own special. Because before my special hit, I was in arenas already. It was ridiculous.
No shit.
And what I did, I predicted, and I've put this up on my Instagram where I put the ad on my Instagram of, I took a full page ad in Variety, on a Thursday. The special was going to air the Saturday the 13th, the Rodney thing. So on the 11th, because Friday how everybody closes down in show business. So I took a full page. I spent about $3,500 on a full page. Half the page is my picture, real attitude picture. Not even in a leather. I'm just sitting on a chair backwards. And the other side, I wrote this whole long poem about, in bold letters. I never studied much in school, but when I turned on the tube, and then I listed everybody. There was Elvis the King, Buddy Rich with Hands Like Lightning, Travolta sang and danced, Sly knocked me out, Brando made me pout. I mention all these heroes of mine, and at the end I write, Murphy and Pryor, both great, no doubt, but in 88, it's Dice thou shout. I never studied much in school, ... but I did study. With big, bold writing, Rodney Dangerfield, Nothing Goes Right, Saturday, and I predicted what it was going to be to the entire industry, and it's exactly how it came down. Because number one, Rodney let me edit my shot, because he showed me an edit of my, what I did. And I looked at him and I'm like, nah, that's not it. And he goes, okay, man, why don't you work on it, all right? Work on it with the director. And I worked on it for a couple hours. I show it to Rodney. He goes, you happy now, man? Okay, all right. And that's what he let air, because I knew what was going to affect the public. I just, I didn't care what any of the comics were going to do on that show. I couldn't care. What's his name? Barry Sobel shows up. And what's Barry Sobel known for wearing?
Leather jacket. No, something.
Baseball jacket.
Baseball jacket.
Okay. So he shows up in a motorcycle jacket. They're all trying to fucking throw me off. All these fucking guys. So I go over to Rodney and I go, what's with Sobel? And he goes, what do you mean, man? Because Rodney looked at me like I'm going to be the guy. That's it. He knew I was going to blow up if I did the right set. And I go, why is he in a motorcycle jacket? That's not what he wears. Hey, Barry, come here a minute, man. And Barry's like, yeah, Rodney. He goes, what's with the jacket? He goes, where's the baseball jacket? He goes, no, I'm going to wear this. He goes, well, you can wear it, but it's not going to be on TV. Okay, man? So go get your baseball jacket. Dice wears the leather jacket. And that was it, And I came up there. We did 2 shows on 2 different nights. And the first show, when I left the stage, I came over to my father and my mother and Trini, and I said, done, biggest comic in the world. I didn't give a shit about the cameras. I played to America. That's how you got to do it. all the other comics worried about what everybody else is doing. All I cared about, I was so fucking prepared. You know, I would see these guys fucking around at the Comedy Store. You know, the late night crowds with 3 people, and they're fucking around. You know, Schimmel, Irera, they're just fucking around. And I'm like, you dumb fucks, man. When you get the shot of a lifetime in front of you, I don't care if there's nobody in the room. I'm running the set, you know, and that's it. Because the one thing I know is when you do a shot like that, you're going to be a little nervous. So at least be prepared. At least know what's coming out of your mouth. Know you're not going to fuck it up, you know. And Rodney, to this day, you know, without him, it would have never happened. You know, the greatest. And let me do exactly what I wanted to do and edit it exactly the way I wanted to edit it. And the rest became history, you know.
How far? So you didn't shoot Dice Man Coming for about a year and a half?
No, it aired 9 months later, you know, on New Year's Eve, 80. So the Rodney thing aired February 13th, 88. So we're going into 89. So the Dice Man Cometh aired New Year's Eve, 89 going into 90 at midnight.
You sure it wasn't before that?
Yeah. Because it's 9 months after the Rodney special.
Because I got locked up in 88.
Yeah, but that's when I hit.
Before I got locked up, I think that the roommate showed me the special.
You probably saw the Rodney thing because that aired New Year's Eve.
And then I got out of February of 89.
Okay. After the Rodney, after my special, The Dice Man Cometh.
Okay. So
which aired New Year's Eve going into the next year.
And New Year's Eve, 89, 90, I rented out the conference room at the halfway house. And I put your special on.
No, you would tell me this
and
stuff.
I got food, and people couldn't believe it. They were blown away. They're like, I'm telling you guys, get ready for this shit.
No, it was...
fucking crazy.
On IMDb, it says January 1st, 1989. So I think...
Which means midnight.
Right. So yeah, I think...
88, 80, yeah.
So not 88 going into 89, not 89 going into 90, I think.
Right. I saw it 89 going into 90.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when it was.
That's crazy.
Because... February, we're going to sit here like 3 dummies trying to figure out a date.
Let's see here.
So if the Rodney thing had February 13th, 88.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, so it makes sense. 88 going into 89.
Right.
Yeah, 9 months later.
So you knew, like, were you having bad sets at that point? Like, if you had not done well, do you think you would have known? Or was that set just something so special? Like you're like, okay, I know that's gonna kick ass.
The set on
Rodney.
I was prepared. You know, I remember. You know, I was so prepared from everything from the material to what I was wearing. The belt buckle was this fucking big. You know, it was ridiculous. And I walked from the Regency Hotel to Rodney Dangerfield's club. Like I told Trini, I go, I gotta feel the street. You know, and as I'm walking, you can imagine people looking at this guy that looked like a superhero walking the streets with the belt buckle and the leather and the glasses. It was a whole thing. And I come into the club and Rodney's standing there and he goes, how do you feel, man? You ready? And I'm wearing these dark glasses and I go, tonight they pay. Tonight they get disciplined. And he just starts laughing his ass off, going, okay, man, tonight they're going to pay. All right, man, you got some issues. You know, the way he would, you know, he just loved how dead serious I was. Like, I couldn't give a fuck who was doing that show, you know. And
one of the first things Joey showed me, like 8 years ago when we started working together.
It's the world of comedy. See, there's, you know, back then, like, you know, nobody got behind me at all. You know, when I went through the controversy with the news and all that and journalists, and they were just coming down on me, every comic and his mother was on fucking television shows that weren't even real shows. Like they were creating morning shows just to talk about this comic that shouldn't even be allowed to perform. Okay? So I had fucking nobody behind me, which leads me to the Roseanne thing, you know. And I was like, so I was never one of the pack, you know what I mean? When George Slaughter did the comedy awards, for instance, you know, the first year they were doing the comedy awards, I think that was 1990. And you knew who Tim Jones was,
Yes.
right? He passed away recently.
The black kid?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
A little while ago, yeah. Great guy, you know. And we always liked each other, but we never had much to say to each other. We'd drive to La Jolla together, and Tim would always look at me and goes, we're just two talkable motherfuckers. You know, because we wouldn't say a word, but we just liked each other.
What did he die from, if you don't mind?
I don't know.
What a sweetheart.
You know, great guy.
We
I
both-
mean, I haven't seen him since the day
I
I
haven't
met
seen him in 10 years, but I'll tell you, we both had a pretty bad drug problem.
No,
one
he's
time.
just a nice guy,
Yeah,
though.
nice guy.
And this guy comes over to me. So it's the night of, it's the year 2000. Okay. And they're doing the comedy awards, which I wasn't invited to. I was never invited to anything. And I didn't know they're having the party for the comedy awards at the Comedy Store, like after the after party. So I'm seeing all these limos pull up because I said to Trini, I just want to get out, you know. I'll go over to the Comedy Store because it bothered me, you know. And here comes Tim Jones over to me at the Comedy Store, and he goes, why weren't you at the Comedy Awards? And I go, wasn't invited. And he goes, that's unreal to me. He goes, how don't they give an award to a guy that has sold more tickets than any comic ever from the day the first joke was told? And they didn't give you an award for that? Because I was doing 80,000 people a week.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I had to leave the store when I saw that George Slaughter because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to fucking slaughter him, you know. And I came home that night. This is kind of funny. Well, it's not funny. It's you know, I'm actually meeting with these people tonight. They want to do like the Dice biopic, you know. And there's a lot of drama in it, obviously. You know, and it's these guys that did Straight Outta Compton, you know. So I'm looking around. I'm sitting around this room that in the house. I had a house in Beverly Hills, so we called it Daddy's Den, where I could smoke my cigarettes and make my phone calls till all hours of the night. And it's just bugging the fuck out of me, you know, all of it. No matter how big I was as a comic, it's just bothering me. And I go inside and I sit on the bed, and I guess Trini felt me sit on the bed, and she goes, "Are you all right? How was your set?" And I'm just sitting there, and I go, "I'm going back to the Garden." I go, "These boys aren't going to grow up without seeing that," and that's it. And she goes, "All right, why don't you just, you know, lay down? Whatever happened, you'll tell me tomorrow." And what wound up happening, to go back to the Garden, this is in 2000, I needed something because I had no heat. You know, I was living off my past fame, but as far as, like, I was done. I was blackballed from the movie industry. The only kind of movies I could do were, like, B movies, you know, and, you know, which maybe one of them we'll talk about, Brain Smasher with Terry Hatcher. That was a special movie. And so I get a record deal just to have something to promote, you know. And I got the deal like in 2 weeks through this producer. And so we put the record out. And at that time, I was doing Opie and Anthony when they were on FM, like on the same station as Stern, but in the afternoon. And since I wasn't talking to Stern at the time, I would just do their show, okay? So my agent calls me up and he goes, "All right, the record I hear is off the shelves. You know, what's the move?" Like, we would always strategize. I go, "Book the Garden." And he goes, "You want to book the Garden?" He goes, "Last time you were at Westbury, you did half a house, meaning 1,500 people. And now I'm telling him to book, you know, 18,000? Like, what's going on?" He thought I'm losing it. He goes, "Why don't we do the Beacon? And if the Beacon sells out, you know," which he didn't think it was, you know, that it would take months to sell it out. He goes, "We can move the show to the Garden." So I said, Dennis, I go, the Beacon's going to sell out in 20 minutes. I go, you don't understand. I'm doing this radio show. He goes, so you do? He goes, well, why the Garden? Like, what's so important? I go, because my sons, who were 6 and 10 at the time, need to see that because it'll do something for them, in the long run, is how I thought about it. Like something will go in there, like we all looked at our own fathers in whatever way. And he goes, so you want me to call Ron Delsner and book Madison Square Garden because you need a photo op with your sons? I go, call it whatever you want. I go, but it'll sell out. There's no problem. Because you're on afternoon drive? I don't get it, So we booked the Beacon, like he says. And everybody's taking bets on Opie and Anthony, how long it'll take. I'm saying 20 minutes. It sold out in 35 minutes. Beacon Theater, which at that time was 3,300 seats. So now I call my agent, and he don't know what to say because you can't move the show. The Beacon owns the show, So he calls Ron Delsner, and so now the Beacon's going to be October 20th, 2000. So he calls up Ron Delsner, and Delsner, who's a legendary promoter, which we all know, says, look, obviously Dice knows something we don't. He feels something. Let's put 10,000 seats on sale at the Garden. Look how fast he sold the Beacon. But the only available date was the following Saturday, which is the 26th now of October. First day on sale, we do over 7,000 tickets, which is ridiculous, But then it gets announced that the Mets are going to play the Yankees. And I'm not even into sports, but I know how big a Subway Series is going to be. The bottom line is I get a call the day of the Garden, which, Trini's there, my sons are there, they're going to see this now, So it's Ron Delsner, and he goes, would you mind if we open up the back? He goes, we're clean. You did the sellout, So we did, the last night of the World Series, the Mets playing the Yankees, we did over 14,000 people at the Garden, and my boys got to see it. And now they're rocking and rolling. Okay. So where I was going with this whole thing was about, how even back then, just nobody ever stood. The only one that ever stood up for me was Eddie Murphy. He did come, one time he came out on Arsenio and talked about how he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks. He's coming to see me at the amphitheater. And, but other than that, all, the Jay Leno's, these fucking jerk-offs, Letterman, nobody backed me up. They're bad-mouthing me. I remember coming over to Leno when he said something nasty about me, and I just came out in an interview in Penthouse, which I was the first guy ever put on the cover of Penthouse. Other than Bob Guccione himself, I was the first male on the cover of Penthouse, and it did great. And, and I came over to Leno at that time, and he goes, whoever thought we'd both get to, where we got to. And I go, let me tell you something. I knew exactly where I was going. Maybe you didn't. I go, but I'm telling you, if I ever hear you say anything nasty about me again, I go, you're a guy I stood in front of that Comedy Store with for 10 years and bullshitted about vintage cars and my old Cadillac. And then the minute I made it, you wanted to open up your fucking mouth. I go, if I come looking for you again, it's not going to be any talk involved. Believe me. Just keep your fucking mouth shut. And I never respected Leno because, and it wasn't even me, it was because his whole reign on The Tonight Show, he never helped other comedians. He didn't do what Johnny Carson did. He didn't look to make comics look great and sit them down and get them deals. And, when Johnny brought you out, if he liked you, the next day you got a deal with the network. He would say how great you are. These guys wanted to sit above, look down on you. And now let him in on fucking Netflix looking like a 145-year-old Santa Claus. What the fuck is that? Looks like he's got hay all over his fucking face. Just go to your house and stay in your fucking house. Nobody wants to look at you like that. Fucking jerk-off asshole guy. That's what I think of those kind of guys. No, seriously, like picture if you're Johnny Carson, if he walked over to me, I would shake in my boots and I go, so nice to have met you. Like, whether I was on his show or not, it's Johnny Carson, who loved comedy. When Don Rickles was on, when Rodney was on, when any comic came on Carson, he looked at it, this is their moment. I'm on every fucking night for what, an hour and a half? You know, let them shine. Not these assholes. You know, get them on, get them off. You know, not how great they are. Honestly, if Jay Leno walked over to me, I'd say, get the fuck out of here. I'm having coffee. Who are you? You know, no respect. That's what I'd give them because they don't earn it. You know, you got to earn that kind of shit. So now here we are years later, okay? And Roseanne has her little problem, you know, when she was on the fucking Ambien or whatever the fuck it was, which I personally have been on Ambien. I haven't been on it in 16, 17 years because it does make you say shit. It does turn you into characters. It does make you eat every fucking thing in the refrigerator, maybe including a shelf or two. You know, that's what Ambien does.
Yeah. I
had a neighbor move out when I lived in Franklin Towers, and I first started going with Tic Tac tits, you know, Eleanor, whatever. And I say that with love because nobody loves Eleanor more than me. I loved her so much, I ignored the tits. I treated those tits like, you know how girls get giant tits put on today? That's how I treated those fucking Tic Tac tits. Like, you know, she wore a bra like everybody else, but she could take a shirt off. Maybe one is hanging out. Like, it's almost like if the bra could talk, it would be saying something like, what's our job exactly? You know what I mean? But when I would put those tits in my mouth, I would open my mouth like I'm putting a fucking watermelon in my mouth. Yeah, exactly. You know, make her feel great about those fucking tits.
Yeah.
You know, she's going to kill me for this. Anyway, so I had an apartment at Franklin Towers, and, you know, 5 a.m, two of the characters that I would become, their worlds crossed somehow. This colonel from the Marines and Marvin, who was a very streetwise African-American man. I'll say it politically correct. And like the colonel, this is 5 a.m, would be like, you are in my army, son, and you will do as told. And Marvin would be like, motherfucker, bullshit, motherfucker, I'll go AWOL and shit. And he would come, because when you're on Ambien.
And you did this by, like, without knowing.
No, you got to understand, when you're on Ambien, you ever take it, Joey?
No.
Okay.
No,
that surprises me.
Somebody gave me one.
All right.
About 6 months ago, and I took it, and I thought I was going to start saying racial slurs.
No,
call the people at front desk and call them names. Not that.
No, this is what happens. If you lay down and take an Ambien, you're going to be out cold in 5 minutes. But let's say by chance you took the Ambien and it was, oh, fuck, I forgot to make this call. Now the Ambien takes effect, so you're half asleep and you're half awake. You know, you're just hallucinating on this fucking thing. So that's what would happen to me. So I'm in the living room 5 a.m. Motherfucker, you don't talk to me like that, bitch. You will be put in the brink. Do you understand? I am a colonel in the United States Army. You know, so now the lady next door would be leaving notes on the door like, I don't know who all these people are, you know, but it has to stop. I haven't slept in 2 months. And as I'm yelling, the colonel yelling at Marvin, all of a sudden, here comes Eleanor going, she would call them by Marvin, you need to lay down and go to sleep. You have to go to sleep. This is what's going on. You know, I put Max to sleep that way. We were talking about it
like
the
Marvin?
other day. Yeah, I go, little man, you're going to go to school. You ain't going to wind up like me. You know, shit. I never had the opportunity you had and shit. And Max is 12 years old. In his bed looking at Marvin, like laughing, like my father's nuts, you know. So what happened is this woman moved out, you know.
Because of Marvin?
Because of Marvin and the colonel, you know. And a pornography actress moved in that the whole apartment with Nikki Sixx started dating her at the time. It was great. Better for me. You know, who gives a fuck about that lady? I never even saw the lady that moved out.
Speaking of Eleanor, you and her on your Instagram has to be like one of the funniest things in the entire world.
You know, we are meeting with people. People want to make a show out of it now. Like, they can't even believe what goes on with us. It's really... Let me just finish this story.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we could go back to Eleanor.
Tic-tac tits.
No, I didn't say that. That was Joey, Eleanor. People will be calling it tic-tac tits. I'm in so much trouble. Anyway, so what happened? But she knows that, you know, how I feel about them. I don't know. Whatever I say now is going to be... The point is, that's not what sold Eleanor to me. You know what I mean? Like, when I liked her, like, I didn't even look at her tits. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see her in a sweatshirt? You see what I mean? It was more of the ass. No, because her ass was rounded in a good way. You know, like any girl I go with, like, tits is an extra. Like, I don't hunt for... If I saw a girl with the biggest tits in the world going, holy shit, now she walks by me and she's got no ass, I go, that girl's being punished by God. You know, because, you know, to have tits like that and a face like that and no fucking ass, that girl's never getting married. That girl's going to have to pay her own rent for the rest of her fucking life. She's got no fucking ass. Do you understand? I don't want a fucking emery board. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want a 2x4 head. I'll take a big fat ass like Eleanor, like anybody, you know, and the tits are extra, whatever, you know, it evens it out better.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a pity on girls without a fat ass. Thank God they could throw an ass in today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's probably easier to throw tits in, right?
I'm just saying, if the girl has tits...
Right, no, I understand.
And she's got no ass. Look at me when I'm trying to explain something to you. It's a fucking pity, right?
Right, no, yeah.
Like, you get all excited. Look at this chick walking towards me, and then you go, there's no fucking ass. Like, I would look at Joey and go, there's no ass here.
Right.
This girl's got to probably work 3 fucking jobs just to pay for a car. And she's probably driving a fucking Prius, which sucks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or a Mini Cooper.
Absolutely.
I don't want to talk about cars. The point I'm getting at, when Roseanne, I'm going to lose my trinket of thought. Trinket? Is that a word? People know what I mean. My thought pattern. Okay. Roseanne was on like an Ambien, whatever. You know, and she lost her job, whatever. And when I saw that, that really bothered me, because I know Roseanne for 33 years. We're friends all these years. And I'm like, fuck this. You know, and I waited for the right time. And we spoke. And I said, just come to Vegas. I'm going to bring you on in Vegas. And the minute she came on, standing ovation. Okay? Just a standing O, coming on and going off. And what's great about Harry Basil is he films everything at the Laugh Factory, so we got it all. You know, and that's when I said, Roseanne, I said, I don't give a fuck. I go, nobody ever got behind me, okay? All these fucking comics, these fucking cocksuckers in their hearts, you know, and I'm not talking about you, you know.
No, I know exactly.
I'm talking about the generation before,
yes,
you know.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, One Nut Belzer, you know what I mean?
Right.
People like that. Belzer would be on TV going, he shouldn't be allowed to perform. And I'm going, he's filthier than me. Yeah, but I took care of him a long time ago on the Stern Show. Yeah. That was, and I love Belzer. To this day, I love him. You know what I mean? I mean, he did a great job with SUV, whatever, you know, the Law and Order thing, you know. But I'm saying, why would a guy like that be going against a guy like me when you're filthy on stage? You know, it's one thing if it was Seinfeld who didn't come up against me, you know, because he's smart and he knows what I would do. Dice does the fucking, okay. but I, you know, honestly, I've always loved that crew of Jerry Seinfeld and Larry Miller and Paul Reiser. Like, that's a different kind of, that's cleaner comedy. And Seinfeld's the best of that. You know, who's going to be better than that? I mean, he actually thinks about what he's going to say on stage. That's unbelievable to me. I watch these fucking guys go on with it used to be notepads, now it's the iPhone. Let me go over. You know, just give him a fucking thrill. they're so excited you're up there. Do the 2 new bits and just fucking entertain them. I want to fucking choke these guys to death. Anyway, so when I saw that with Roseanne, I said, I'm not going to be the guy that didn't help, you know. And I called her. I said, we're going to do a tour. And everybody dumped her, you know, her manager, her agents, everybody. So I called my agent, Pete Pappalardo, you know, who I'm with, you know, him and Dennis for 30 years. I mean, Pete was a 20-year-old when I was with Dennis at first. And he was mentored by Dennis Offer. And now he's like one of the greatest. Like, I'm with Gersh for like movies and stuff. But for personal appearance, I've always been, other than for like a year or two on and off, with Dennis Offer and Pete Pappalardo, Pete being my major agent right now. So I call up Pete and I go, listen, I got an idea. You know, I go, I want to go out with Roseanne. You got a problem handling her? Like, would that be good for you? You know, and my agents, they don't handle comics. They handle rock stars. They have like, you know, Motley Crue, Metallica, Billy Joel, who just did what is he on his 60th show at the Garden, you know, once a month? I mean, that's, you know, that's my other agent. That's Dennis Offer. That's who used to strategize with me for all the arenas. We did that together, you know, so he's handled, you know, everybody, you know, what's his name that passed away that I loved? What'd you do? Joe Cocker. You know, he's handled everybody. It's all rock stars. It's amazing. They probably have, you know, a quarter of the rock stars in the world. Okay, so I call Pete and I go, would you handle Roseanne? You know, and he goes, done. I don't have a problem with her. That's the difference, you know. So now we're going on sale. We're putting a few shows on sale. One is
The Paramount.
The Paramount, which I got a call today going, we picked too small of a fucking place because it's like 3/4 sold out already. It's on pre-sale. It doesn't even go on sale till tomorrow or Friday. So they are holding some tickets for the general public. We might have to add a show to that, you know. And the Atlantic City, it's
Hard
Rock Live, which is a small arena, which is also just the tickets are flying already as pre-sales. So I'm like, this is going to be the biggest comedy tour, you know, to hit America in a long time, you know. And it's Eleanor, of course. All right, so Eleanor, listen, when you hear the thing about the pin tit thing, I'll just pay you more money for the shows, because Eleanor will open the shows, you know, and then it's Roseanne and myself, and maybe we'll do a little something at the, you know, I just love her. Like, we were dancing when we did the Las Vegas thing. I put on this like crazy song and we started doing like the, you know, like the dance, whatever it is.
Question.
Yeah.
You said a line in the fucking movie. Star is Born. You said a line that I watched the movie up to that part. And I've seen the movie so many times on HBO. I just watched it up to that part in the beginning. And when you said it, it was coming from Dice. You said it so naturally. And it was the story of Dice. You said, when Lady Gaga goes in the back, you tell your friends, you go, you know, I knew 1,000 guys that were better than fucking Sinatra that could out-sing him under the fucking table. But with Sinatra, when he went on stage with those blue eyes and that fucking shark skin suit and those leather shoes, he became Sinatra.
That's right.
And all those other guys just went to the wayside.
Yeah, it just went nowhere.
And that's what you did in your life.
Yeah.
When you hit the stage, there's no fucking pad. There's no
pad.
There's no
nothing.
drama. There's no fruit in the green room.
Well, yeah, I just love to perform. Like,
Dice does
and that was actually written in the script. I did that.
Right? No,
none of that.
I know that, but when
that
you
was
said
stuff
it,
written that I did, but not that.
when you said it, it was just, I was like, that's a line that only he could say and only he could understand.
Because
like if a regular actor had to say that line, he would not understand what he'd be saying.
Yeah, because it's, you know, it's organic. It's just organic. And, you know, I've gone through 40. How long are you doing comedy now?
28.
Yeah, I'm doing it 41.
41.
You know, like, you know, it's like when I think of like even the arena days, let's say, that's like a different lifetime ago. You know, like when I get on Instagram, why don't you have the black in your hair? Because I don't want to be that. You know, I hardly wear the leathers anymore. I like going on in a T-shirt and my jeans. Because I've seen, I got a little angry with Sebastian for a while because forget about Dice influenced. He was doing Dice on stage in specials, and I love the guy. He opened for me years ago. And I would only have people open for me that I saw potential in, and even back then I'd say it's too dicey. And then through the years he got dicier, but then he came back to himself, and originally what got me mad at him was when he was on Mark Maron talking, and Mark Maron was asking him about opening for me and, asking him to tell some stories, which we have a lot of, about hanging with me. And he wouldn't tell any stories. He wouldn't tell anything. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I took you under my wing. So it started getting me angry. And then comics would get me angrier going, he's like Dice Light when he's up there, with the leather jacket. But before he did The Garden, which he did 4 nights, which is unbelievable, I do love the guy. So when he went on the Howard Stern show and Stern questioned him about me, he answered Stern the right way. So I wrote a whole thing on Instagram about how great the guy is. And to him, like, I'm with you. Like I wouldn't want him to think like I wasn't behind him. Because there have been other comics now, like Bill Burr has talked to me about the influence I was in his life. And how he saw me at, Boston, not the Boston Garden, I think the Boston Centrum. And Bill's one of the funniest, that. And he, he plays drums. And when I was doing the arenas, I would end with a giant drum solo. I would play it to, I had like an 8-piece band. So I would do the Elvis thing. I would do the Travolta thing, doing Grease Lightning. I would even do some songs I would do Love Won't Let Me Wait by Luther Vandross, just with a keyboard player. And then I would do Soul Sacrifice with the band from Santana. And I'd go into a big drum solo. So Bill, I saw him. He was filming Bill Burr Presents, which Eleanor did a spot on for Comedy Central. So I went to the taping, and I'm going, I want you to play the drums on stage. He goes, no, I won't do it, because that's what you did. And I go, but I also did arenas. And you're doing that. So play the drums if you want to play the drums. I said, I'll come up with you one night. We'll do a double drum solo, But I love the influence I brought in. When I was doing the arenas, I didn't think that others were ever going to do it. Like, you got to be a certain kind of performer to be able to entertain 20,000 people. I geared myself for that my whole life. I didn't study comics. I studied Elvis. That's who I studied. Elvis, Buddy Rich, like the greatest of the greats. So when I made it, I knew how to perform, and but other comics have come along. Rogan, he's doing arenas. You're doing big theaters. Chappelle's doing it. But I love, Kevin Hart has spoken about me in detail about what I did for him. When I'm 30 years old, I'm not thinking about a guy that's, 2 years old or 10 years old going, I want to be that. But that's who I was watching Elvis do the 68 comeback special when I was 12. Going, oh, I could be that. And I didn't mean as a singer, just the whole image of that person. And that's what I became in stand-up. And now, because so many comics are wearing leather jackets on stage, I'm going, fuck that. I'll find something else, because I've always set a trend. I don't follow, I can't have every other comic wearing a motorcycle jacket on stage and be going up with the motorcycle jacket. So I went to the T-shirts and I'll cut them out. I cut them a certain way and trust me, it's a lot easier because some of my leathers weighed like 20 pounds.
Jesus.
How many altogether you got?
A couple hundred. I have all
Still?
Yeah, I have them all. Now and then I'll give a leather away. Like one, if I like somebody, I'll give them like leathers that I wore in concert, but not like the Dice Rules or the Dice Man Cometh or the MTV Jack. I have all of that stuff. Yeah, you don't get that's for my sons. You don't give that stuff away.
You know, it's funny how Richard Pryor introduced me to comedy. Dangerfield made me thought about doing comedy, and you pushed me over the edge. You pushed me over.
That's a cool thing.
Like, you pushed me over the edge. Like, I knew once I saw you let me know I could do it. You would let me know while you were shooting you could do this. That's, would you like to buy a flower for the lady? Yeah, so I could plant it in your ass. All that stuff was what I was thinking. So at first I was pissed at you for like the first week. This motherfucker stole my shit. He didn't even know me, and he stole my shit right out of my fucking head.
Well, it's street. It's street humor.
It was so relatable to me. And then I showed everybody who would listen. It was that type of campaign. Like anybody who would listen. My in-laws were from Buffalo, Catholic. I remember having my father-in-law in the room with the door locked, fucking howling. Fucking howling.
It's so crazy.
Now, do you have dates for this special? Anywhere for this tour?
Yeah, well, they go on sale tomorrow. I'm only putting, this is what's so nuts. We just should have released like 20 dates, but, there'll be more next week, because these are going to be sold out tomorrow, and like I said, one of them, is a cut down arena. And, when my agent called me today, he goes, the pre-sales are ridiculous. That's exciting news because I want this to be giant because, like I said, I just didn't like, them squashing this girl who's entertained millions of people her whole adult life. And because, we're living in a world where you just say something and you lose a career. Not even do something. You say something and you're being held accountable. When people are getting off of murder, they're walking, but yet you said something and everybody, they shouldn't be on TV. So I was like, fuck that. We're going to tour, and that's why the name is so great. Mr. and Mrs. America, and I look at it like making America laugh again. Because people, mediocre has become the new great. My son Max told me that. He goes, like, when I watch these comedy specials, like, I'll give it up if somebody's great. I want to laugh my ball. Like,
me too. Yeah,
I'll be honest, when I watched, I'll bring back Sebastian again, and I hope he hears this, because I watched him, it was at Radio City Music Hall, was his last special. And I sat there with my son Dylan laughing like an idiot because... Now I'm not, it's hard to watch someone if you're pissed off at them and you haven't talked to them about it. So like once my mind was cleared and I heard how he spoke to Howard and it was all great. And he even said something about me in Hollywood Reporter like a week ago. Like, I was his childhood hero. So that's the shit he should have been saying on Marin. Just say it. What's the big deal? So we watched him at Radio City and I'm going, hysterical. And he was being himself. You know what I mean? That's what I loved. He came back to his voice. When I'm talking about money on stage, and I go, so I paid the guy in cash. But now you turn on a comedian and he's doing it exactly like, I'm going, what are you, an impersonator? That would make me angry, and I got every right to get angry at that. But when I see the guy come back to himself, because... fame is a funny place when you start getting famous. And you know about it now. When all of a sudden you can walk through a mall and people fucking know you. Or, you're in a movie theater and people know, can I get a picture with you? It's a funny place to be, So everybody goes through different things when they become, famous. And how much fame. So I'm a guy that I think handled it pretty good because I never became reclusive. I go by myself everywhere. I carry a pipe. You know what I mean? I don't need a team of security when I have a pipe. When people see the pipe wrapped around my wrist, they go, maybe he doesn't want to take a picture right now. Maybe he had a fight with his chick right now. He just doesn't look like he's a picture-taking guy at this moment. He's got a 2-foot pipe with a leather strap around his wrist. So, but I'm saying, I always... People used to ask me, you actually bring in your own cleaning and go to the grocery? I go, yeah, why wouldn't I? Like, I never understood that much. When you become reclusive, it's the worst fucking thing because you can't go back from that. You can't, what are you going to reteach yourself how to be amongst people? I want to sit at a coffee shop. I'm going to sit around all afraid like an asshole. I remember calling Howard Stern. This is great. We went house hunting in Long Island, which he regretted. People always regret hanging with me after a while. They're always thrilled to meet me. And then it gets to the point where they say things like, I'm sorry I ever said hello to this guy. You understand? But the first time they meet you, it's an honor. And then it gets bad. Then it's the 4 a.m. calls. What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm sleeping, What would I be doing at 4:30 a.m.? I got to get up in an hour for a shoot, I go, but you're up already. You never finished telling me the story about... Like one time I called Daniel Baldwin, right? And I didn't know he's in New York. How the fuck do I know where he is? And it was 5 a.m, And I go, what are you doing? And he goes, Dice, I got to get up in an hour. I go, yeah, but now you're up, So you were telling me the story, how you met the redheaded girl. And he goes, can't we do this another time? I go, but you're all right. You're not going to be able to go to sleep after we talked. So we might as well bullshit a half hour and then you could... He goes, I'm hanging the phone up, Dice. You'll have to hear about the redhead another... All right, that's up to you, but don't call me back. Once you can't sleep, don't call me back. And I hang up. Fuck you, too. Never called him again. I mean, I've seen him since, but I won't call him. If he wants to talk late at night, you got to call me. So I go house hunting with Howard Stern. This is like around, I wanted to live on the East Coast because I couldn't get my parents to move out here. So I wanted to be around family. That was like, it was overwhelming to do what I was doing. So he takes me house hunting in Long Island. He gets a real estate agent. And I'm always filming with the video camera. Why are you filming? I go, why not? Why can't I? What do you care? Well, don't film me. Well, why not? You're who I'm with, And then if we pull up to a house that I didn't like the outside, the woman would get out. And I go, I'm not going in there, He goes, can't you just go in? She made the appointment, I go, I don't like the outside. So there's no reason to. It's a waste of time. I'm lying to her if I go in. All right, let me go tell her. So he goes, and we do the whole house hunting thing. And then at the end of the day, he goes, let's get something to eat. I go, yeah, let's go to a diner, And he goes, oh, no. He goes, I got this great little Italian place. We go downstairs. I go, Howard, it's 4 p.m. I don't want to go to an Italian place. I want to go to a diner and have a burger. I go, nobody's going to bother us. And you got to understand, this wasn't the Howard Stern that became big throughout the whole country, He was only big, really, probably New York, Philly. He was building. So I get him to go to a diner, which is empty, by the way. Nobody there other than the waitress. And at the end, she asked for both our autographs. It wasn't the cell phones where you got to stand there now. Right. And then they go, oh, it came out blurry. Go fuck yourself. I'm not taking another one. Okay? That's it. I'm leaving. So it was just autographs. And then I called him about an hour later. I went to King's Plaza Shopping Center in Brooklyn, where I had an apartment in Brooklyn, not even a house, in a brick building. Okay? And I call him up. I go, Howard, you know where I am right now? Recluse. I go, I'm in King's Plaza buying black jeans for Nassau Coliseum. Nobody's bothering me. Don't just stay in. Don't become reclusive. It's just not a good thing if you don't know how to walk out of your house by yourself. I don't like guys like Axel are reclusive. It's like, and what good is any of it? Yeah. If you can't just go, I just got to get out. I don't need a team with me. I don't need a bunch of people looking around, pulling up in fucking SUVs. I want an iced coffee. I want a Slurpee. I don't need a team. I need my car, I need me, and I need the pipe. That's it.
Without a team, that you're unnoticed.
Without a team, you're
You're
unnoticed.
unnoticed. You walk in, people don't even know.
You got to see me in
You'd be
Vegas. I'm all
surprised.
over the place.
People
People don't even know. I
surprised.
throw on a baseball hat.
Yeah, people have no idea.
You know, I stand at a table. I'm losing hundreds of thousands. Nobody even notices other than the casino. Beautiful.
You lost hundreds of thousands?
Of course. Don't you?
No.
Exactly. Look at the life I get to lead.
Oh my god. That's wild.
I could lose $100,000, get on stage. You'd think I won $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got the gambling end of my life was, I quit now. So I don't gamble now. But yeah, I've gone, I've lost $500,000 at a clip. I've won $500,000 at a clip in minutes. This isn't like,
How much are you betting a hand?
when those kind of plays would happen, I'd be playing all 6 spots at like $10,000 a hand.
Jeez.
So let's say you just lost one hand, there's 60,000.
Yeah.
But let's say you get a winning hand, a couple blackjacks, a couple double downs, you're winning 100,000 in a minute.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
but you don't play with what you don't have. You can't have fear when it comes to gambling because that's all it is you're taking a chance. So you got to have brass balls and you got to be willing to lose, not win. Lose everything in front of you to win. That's the only way you do win. Because anybody playing scared is going to lose always in life at anything. If you go on a stage and you don't open up, you're never going to make it. If you're afraid of the crowd, you're never going to make it. There are rules of engagement with everything. Same thing with banging. Bang into a fucking harder. Who gives a shit? If she can't take this kind of bang, she shouldn't be my chick.
Right.
You know what I mean? With everything. You just do the best you could with everything. That's how I look at life.
Andrew, you're fucking beautiful. You're fucking beautiful.
What a philosophy, huh?
Where? Now, if these people want to go, is there going to be a website for Mr. and Mrs. America?
It's on sale.
It's on sale.
You could call, who are they?
Live Nation?
No, not Live Nation.
Paramount Theater.
The Paramount Theater.
If you're in Long Island. What are the cities that you're hitting? Do you know?
And the Hard Rock.
Atlantic City.
There's going to be more on sale now because this is escalating quicker than I thought it was going to escalate.
Absolutely. Roseanne ready to rock?
Yeah. We were on the phone the other night, all excited. She's complete because she did a couple shows already, this month, and just on her own, just to get her feet wet, and she got standing O's, and she loves it like we love it, and she's always been a great comic. I was talking about how when years ago when people would heckle her, she's the first girl I ever saw look at somebody in the crowd and go, "Suck my fucking dick," and this is a woman. Yeah, we've had some fun times together. She's great. That was one time I went gambling with Roseanne when I was doing the Dunes. Like, I could do the Dunes Comedy Store. Mitzi wouldn't even believe me till I would show her, like, the money or the chips. In between, I got $1,500 a week when I did the Comedy Store at the Dunes Hotel. This is before my career took off. You get 100 a set. You did 15 sets for the week. So in between sets, I go out, win 20, 30,000. I would take like $200 and just parlay it and just win and go back to do my next show. And the comics would come to Mitzi because Mitzi didn't want to see that. She didn't want, she wanted you under her thumb. That's how she was. That's just, she loved being the mother of the comics, whatever. So she'd tell like, whatever comic would run back to her and go, Dice just won $30,000 in between. No, he didn't. I come back there. I go, Mitzi, what's this? Fake? I go, of course. Why would I lie about when I took $200? I just beat them. That's all. It's not a big deal. Common sense makes you win. Stupid sense makes you lose. That's it. You're either on your game or off your game. And she'd go, how did you do that? I go, I don't even know. I just know how to do it. It was crazy shit. One time with Kennison, you're going to love this because he always had a thing with me because, he wasn't a sharp-looking guy and I was. That's the bottom line, And it was always the two of us on late at night at the store. And I loved the guy, like I was thrilled when he made it, but he couldn't handle my success because I made his success look like he was a club comic. I'm doing 2 nights at the Garden, and he's, it didn't matter anymore with him. That's what happened. So we're at the Dunes Hotel, and he's already making it. I'm not. I'm doing, I'm making it as an actor because I was doing the Michael Mann show Crime Story. So it was almost like a showdown in the middle of the casino. And the one thing that's very real about me, on stage and off, is my confidence. It's just there. So we meet in the middle of the casino. He's coming from the front door, and he was dating Tamayo Atsuki at the time, and I'm with Trini. We've been dating a year. So we meet in the middle of the casino. It's just this face-off, Yeah, he's like, how you doing? This and that, I'm going, great. Just did a killer show. Win some money here. Because how do you know you're going to win? I go, I always win, Sam, at anything I do. I go, I'll show you. I swear to God, this is true. Trini, if she was sitting here, she'd go, yeah, it's exactly how it came down. I go, watch this trick. And there's a slot machine right here, let's say, okay? Say, take out $10. I go, watch this. And I put the 10 in, and I just play for the whole amount. A big machine, right? $10,000.
Jesus.
Right there and then. I go, that's what I'm talking about. I always fucking win. And I thought he might pass out because the look in his face was like, this isn't a movie. Like a setup in a movie where a guy walks over, he puts in $1 and wins, all this $10,000. Just right there. With the bells going off and the money falling out. I go, it's who I am.
Dice, you're a fucking savage.
I like that.
I'm happy you took the fucking time to make
This is
time
great.
for us.
I'll always do your show. I always have fun when I come
I
here.
love it. I've been sitting here in awe, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I followed your lead because here I am because of you, brother.
Well, I talk about you a lot because I'm really proud of what you're accomplishing, and keep building on. It just started for you like about 5 years ago, as far as your build.
Yeah.
And I hear it all, because Kate opens for me sometimes, so we'll talk about you.
Eleanor, I see all the time.
Eleanor.
She's a
but
fucking trooper.
Kate, I'll yell at when we're on the road. Like it gets to the point that I'll go, do you know anything about the history of comedy? Like I'll get mad at her. I go, ask Joey about, I'll tell her a part of my history that sounds like unreal. I go, just ask Joey, all right? Because he knows it all. He's seen me do this shit. I go, what do you think? Here's an example. I'm playing some club in Arizona, and when Eleanor can't do the gigs, I have Kate do them. And I don't want to bring up money, but she told me what you charge at the door. I go, really? I go, I think you should do more. You know what I mean? It's traveling across the country, whatever. She goes, what do you charge? I go, I don't know, at least 50. I go, it's a club. So they need to make money to afford me. It's 300 seats, whatever the fuck it is. And she goes, oh, no, you're not charging that. So I go, and I don't even know what they're charging. So a little while later, we're with the manager of the club. I go, and I'm with Kate, and I go, can you tell me? I go, because I only care, this is what I'm getting for the weekend. I'm all good with it. Okay. How much you charging, at the door? He goes, well, the Golden Circle, 75 around the stage, and then, general admissions, 55, And she goes, no. And the guy goes, yeah, it's Dice, what is, So I'll always say to her, because I know you're close with her, I go, yes, Joey, he knows my whole history. You don't know anything. You're too busy just taking pictures. You know what I mean? You should learn who you're opening for. It might be good. So I yell at her about that stuff, but she's funny as fuck.
I still remember going to see Ford fucking family in the movie theater and paying, so
yeah,
I know the fucking
But that's what I'm saying. See, she doesn't know this stuff. She'll bring up, do you know you were on CNN with I go, yeah, what, 90 million hits, something like that? You know, when I cursed out a guy on CNN for opening his mouth. Some newscaster that lost
Oh,
his
yeah.
job. Yeah, it's not 90 million, but it's millions of hits that got, and you never heard from that guy again.
No,
Yeah.
the one that you just stopped the interview.
Yeah,
There's one I
when he
saw
goes,
that-
weren't you running a gym? This is CNN reporter.
Yeah.
You go, I'm
that's
running
right.
a gym. Where the fuck you get your information? And that was it. Once I cursed, now I'm going to destroy the guy. You know what I mean? But that's why. But I'll be honest, with all the movies and all that, you know, that's all great. And you know, I actually get bored on a movie set. I hate the waiting around. I can't take it. Like I'd even come over to Bradley when we were doing The Star Is Born. That scene you were talking about with the sing people under the table, you know, Sinatra, whatever. And I went, "You want to get out of here already?" You know. And he's looking at me, go, "What do you mean get out of here? We're filming a scene." And I, "Yeah, how much are you going to film?" Looks to me like you got it. You know, what are you going to film the toaster now? You got it. Just get the fuck out of here. We'll go for coffee or something. You know, it's done. Like, you know, how much, you know, I know you're new at this shit, but like, how long you want to hang around here? You know, it gets really boring to me. You know, so the live thing is, you know, it's nothing like it. It's just nothing like it. Clubs are the absolute greatest to perform in, but, you know, I'm going to go into these bigger places again because this is a bigger than life show, so you have to. You know,
Nice, you're still doing it, brother.
yeah.
And I applaud you to death.
Thank
Listen,
you.
if you want to get tickets for Dice and the Mr. and Mrs. America tour, they go on pre-sale them or
No, they're on
They're
pre-sale.
on pre-sale.
Tomorrow morning they go
Friday,
on sale.
they go on fucking sale. Open up at the Paramount Theater, the Hard Rock Cafe in Atlantic City, and there'll be more dates.
Hard
to
Rock
be announced.
Live. Hard Rock
Live. If you need dates, if he tweets them, I'll retweet them for you. All right.
Thank you.
That's it, and that's that. The show is brought to you by ForHims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Men need all the help they could get. Now, for you young guys, you know, from time to time, things are slipping, but with age comes wisdom. But getting older can also be a downer, especially when you want to have sex from time to time. 40% of men by the age of 40 struggle with not being able to get and maintain an erection. That's a goddamn shame. Here, I knocked up my wife at 50. So you guys got to get it together. Why are you going to turn to weird solutions that do nothing when you can turn to medicine and science? Why? Expensive pill, injections. That's no man wants an injection. What I want you to do is this. Be wise and check out ForHims. Like I said, it's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness. Hims will connect you with real licensed doctors and FDA-approved pharmacists to treat ED. They got well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to help you combat erectile dysfunction, all right? Prescription solutions backed by science and made more affordable to you. That's what ForHims does. See the results where other treatments fall short. Stop worrying about multiple in-office doctor visits, no painful injection, or any other treatments. It's very easy. You answer a few questions about your medical history, you chat with a doctor for a confidential review, and if you're approved, the products are shipped directly to your door. Nobody knows nothing. Being your best means performing at your best. It's erectile without the dysfunction. It's hard, made easy. So say hello to your new little friend. Now, what I'm going to do is this for the church family. A lot of you guys have this problem. You don't want to go to a doctor. Forget about all that. For a month, we're going to give you Hims for $5. That's right. $5, you get started for $5 while supplies last. Prescription products are subject to doctor approval and require an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. How's that? Go to the website for full details and for safety information. This would cost you hundreds if you went to a doctor or a pharmacy. Forget that. Go to forhims.com/church. That's forhims.com/church.
And now, as a special treat, what we say we're going to play.
We're going to play both of your sons' band.
No One Cares. That's Life.
Kick it, Lee. I'll see you motherfuckers next week. Columbus is sold out, but I'll see you motherfuckers on the Rec Room July 5th, and I'll see you in Charlotte at the Comedy Zone the 11th through the 13th. Kick this motherfucking mule, Lee.